Congratulations through to the next round of the World Grand Prix. Bit of drama at the end there. How would you assess it overall?
I don't know really. I got too engrossed and I sort of lost myself sort of in the middle bit there. You know, I don't know. I'm probably a little bit guilty for not scoring enough. And if I could change that, I'd probably feel happy for the way I'm getting off. But overall, look, really glad to just sort of get over the line. I'm still what now, honestly. So what up there?
This was a tournament you never really got your head around, and you had a good run last year and back winning again. Do you feel that you finally mastered this in your own head? Because I remember the demons that used to cause you upstairs.
Oh, do you know, yeah, you think to yourself, and I think if you're more judgmental on yourself where you want to hit the heights, for some days, yeah, it's not possible in this game, so you have to cut yourself more slack, and I've probably played that, I don't know, 4 years, 5 years, and never cut myself any slack. And I found the game, it's tough. It's just tough, you know. Everything, you look at weird shots and you leave weird numbers because you hit 76 off and other stuff. And before you know it, I think, do you know, I can't hit a 15 here. I feel rubbish. But look, to win that, it absolute brilliant. But yeah, still go back to them old demons, sort of in a way, you know.
Last year you got to 5 quarterfinals on TV. This year it's not quite happened. Haven't got to any of the latter stages yet. Can you put your finger on why it's not quite happened on TV for you this year compared to last year?
Nah, I still got time, and that'll come round. I believe that, you know. Look, I've been there for years now, and I've been very fortunate to sort of last where I am. I think 2021, I looked out on my backside. I sort of go and win the Europeans, you know. I keep myself in it, and look, I can play this game, and I ain't worried about what's been previous, you know. We got 2.5 months, and I know I have to shine. And if I don't, I've got nothing to defend for the next 2 years. So happy days. And you watch here, I'll be a top 6 player even if I don't defend it. So nothing to worry about. I'm not bothered about rankings. I think when we look at rankings, I think number 1, it matters in the world. Number 2, what I've been, probably 3, 4. I've been all the other numbers, never number 1. And do you know, if you're number 2, yeah, it's rubbish anyway. You always got a better man in front of you, and yeah, it's a great achievement. I think there's a lot of boys out there what chase a number. I'm not really like that, unless I was number 1 and I was the best in the business for a year or 2 or whatever that may be, maybe even a day. I think that matters. Number 2, rubbish. I shouldn't really say that.
Rob, well done today. You talked about sort of that world number 1 spot. When you've achieved what you've achieved in the game, are those aims something that you think about at all?
Yeah, I think it's the only thing what matters in a game is getting to number 1. And if you can't be number 1, then what's the point? You know, you're just making the numbers up, aren't you? You know, it's that number 1 so sort of crucial. It's important. It's the biggest thing, yeah. What you'll probably make apart from winning the World Championships. You know, you get the pinnacle for 11 months and treated like royalty, but I wouldn't win it, or I wouldn't make number 1 for them reasons anyway. That's not me, but that number 1, it does matter. And I listen to so many people, and they're all on and you could be 8, you could be 10, you could be 15. Who cares? You know, you're not the best at your trade, so go in there, work a little bit harder, get what you want. It's just a number. It's a cattle market, unless you're number 1.
Because of the way the game's changed sort of since you won your world title, do you think you would be treated differently if you were to win another one? You say about that glamour and everything that comes with being the world champion.
I treat it differently myself, you know. Probably won't be as much sort of 3 bags full. Learn to say no here and there, and look, that's what you learn over eventually. But everything, look, takes time, and you still got to get back there. You still got to win it. Do I believe I've got another world championship in me? I do. But look, it's hard work. It's tough with these boys now, you know. You got all the youngsters, and I'm 35, and I feel like I'm an OAP, you know. I've got to go and take a limp just to get up there. So nah, look, fair play to them. The game's transforming, and you have to be on it. If you're not on it, go home. Thank you.
Rob, well done on that win there. Just touching on those rankings, now that the World Championship is £1 million for the winner, but also all the other prizes have gone up, does that reduce the pressure in the other majors, knowing that if you do have a few bad tournaments, you can make it up in that one tournament with a good run?
Yeah, I suppose so, but look, it's not like that. I think if you have a bad Worlds like I did last year, for instance, you know, it hurts you for a month or 2. You know, I still come out. Had a month I couldn't hit the board in Bahrain, and then all of a sudden I go and win the Dutch Masters last year. So look, it's one of them. There is time to make it up, but if you're chasing that overall, that £1 million, then gonna be tough. Got to be a winner.
Cheers, Rob. Thank you.
Thank you.
Do you think you've still got what it takes to potentially become world number 1 in your career?
Yeah, I'm still all right. I keep paying all these people to sort my head out, and there's no one there, so they can't sort it out. I'm sure I'll keep trying, but look, I always try. I'll go out there, I'll wear my heart on my sleeve. I'm sort of I'm my own kryptonite really sometimes, because I can put a lot on myself like I did tonight. You know, I hit funny positions in the game where I think to myself, something, what you want to do easy, but you can't. You know, it's just you're over pushing it and you're over trying, and sometimes you just got to take a look at yourself and think to yourself, just put it away. You know, just be normal, because if you're normal, you can hit most.
Would it be fair to say, I mean, obviously retire for yourself is still a long time away, but if you did retire without
Not as long as what you think.
if you did retire without ever achieving that world number 1 status, do you think you'd look back and be disappointed?
Maybe personally, but look, a great man, he said to me once, he said, an opportunity will never pass you by if it was meant to be. And very much like that, you know, I'm going to take them words and look at that. If I never made it, then so be it, you know, it wasn't destined to be, but at the same time, it don't stop you trying in the middle. So just go out, give you your best, and you never know. I always said that I'd never win this tournament. I managed to win 3 games last year, so I felt like I was going to church every day or whatever just to get a bit of luck, you know. So we never know. We never know. Thank you.
Congratulations, Rob. When the draw came out last week, what
God, we going some, haven't we? Yeah, about like 30 people here, Josh. What's going on? This is limitless. Sorry, mate.
No,
go on.
worries.
Go
When
on.
the draw came out last week, what did you make of the draw, and especially with Vessel winning a Pro Tour last week, did that make sort of the task even harder?
No, not really. Look, I think my first year I won in Ireland and I won a Pro Tour the day before we went and played the next day for the Monday and stuff, and I went in there and I still played like a Scooby. You know, Steve Beaton done me up for the first 2 years. His experience is great, and he smacked me all over the place. You know, if it was a boxing match, I would have had 2 black eyes and a broken chin. You know, so realistically, that didn't matter to me. You know, this is a different game. It's Wessel's first time playing it and all, and it's took him many years for me to try and get my head around this game. So if he was going to be anything like me, you know, you can't go out and just grab what you want straight away. Sometimes you have to learn it, and then you get other people like the Decker last year go on to win it. So it's horses for courses, and I suppose I'm just glad to sort of be there. Hopefully I improve Wednesday.
And did your experience get you through, do you think?
Yeah, I did. I think experience, look, it's important. I think I stand up there and I try not to put pressure on myself, and I shouldn't put pressure on myself because I've probably been there however many other times. Last leg there I was probably a little bit guilty on the 70 not to kill it, give him a shot at 127, and Josh was telling me how close he was to the ball. I never even looked, you know, so looked to the clouds, but look, happy still to be in. We move on, and I have to improve Wednesday.
Thanks, Rob.
Thank you.
Just one question on Nyman. You mentioned it's his first game in the World Grand Prix. How difficult is it to play against him as a competitor?
Not really. I think, look, we all play darts. I think sometimes, look, darts is darts, you know, and we all got different personalities and stuff, and I think he's fantastic. And for what he's achieving and what he's been through in life and other stuff with the upgrade with the darts, look, I tip my hat to him. I think that's amazing. But look, he's still in there in many, you know. We got Van Veen to go this week, Josh Rock, other people, and look, you're watching the youth now. They're really breaking big numbers, and they're doing stuff regularly. You know, if they're going to go out and do it on TV, you never know. Maybe 5 years, it might be all of a change of guard. But I'm sure he'd be there, and I'm sure he'd carry on. But I wish him the best, and he's a great player and all.